What's your name?
Jacqueline.
How old are you?
Pleasure. I'm 44.
Where are you from originally?
I'm here from Hollyman, North 17th and Burnham, and Green, down Wallace.
Yeah, you go in and out with the low talking.
I'm from Hollyman, towards Wallace, down Wallace, 17th and Burnham, and Green, 16th and Green.
Okay, how long have you been in Kensington?
I've been living in K&A for about 19, 20 years.
What brought you down here?
My mother.
Your mom?
Yes.
Is she still alive?
Yes, she's alive.
How has it been living with your mom?
I barely lived with my mom. What I did was after 10, I barely lived with her. As time on, like a year, or maybe 2 years, and I left. But it wasn't as great, but it could have been better. It was good enough.
Let's talk about your childhood. What was it like?
Hard.
You grew up with your mother and father?
I grew up with my mom. My dad left us at the age of 4.
How many siblings do you have?
Me and my sister Diana were full-blooded, and I have about 2 brothers, three brothers, and 4 sisters, 5 sisters.
Okay, are you the oldest?
No, I'm not. I'm one of the youngest.
How did your dad not being in your life make you feel?
Makes me feel drained. Not enough energy. I'm not trying to inhale the pain, so just to get through it.
How many children do you have?
I have 5.
What do you miss most about being a mother?
Everything.
Where are your kids, your children?
My daughter graduated. She graduated 2020. She's a high school graduate, honor roll and scholarship awarded.
Proud mom. Proud mom, right? That's great. Let's talk about school. How far do you go?
I actually graduated, just never made to my graduation, so.
Why you didn't make it to your graduation?
Well, I had memory lapse, and people didn't remind me and stuff, so it's just.
So you have some mental health issues?
Well, I got hit by a master truck when I was 14.
Oh my God, I'm so sorry to hear that. How did that happen?
Someone was calling me in the side of the road, coming down from I-North, from the mountains, and the scene vision, and I got out, and so I said I was gonna get hit by a master truck, and I had no other solution but to get hit by the master truck, because it was just gonna happen. So my solution was to get out of that particular. Well, I had no other option, but it was to get out the way, or get hit, or jump around the truck, so I can get around and not get killed. That's what happened. So I jumped and I climbed over the truck, and actually that's the only reason why it's like I can't tell you. I can't only. If anything, there's a movie Holly Berry did, and she did the same thing I did.
What it's like living in Kensington for you? What's a day in your life look like?
It's actually more of a privilege being able to walk around than anything, because I could have died already. But it's actually something to look into, because it was something for all of us to try to realize the difference in people's before you judge them. I've seen a lot of people who have very good hearts out here. They're very good, great people. They don't matter what drugs they're in. You can't judge them. You don't walk them out in their shoes. Don't judge them. You don't know what they're going through. You don't know what happens to them. Just help them. A lot of people want help, but they ain't just your ways. It's the way you can help them. There's always a way. And they're just wonderful. People's out here. They're giving, sharing. There's a lot of bad manners out here too, but
Yeah.
But like I said, these kids are growing up the way they're growing up, but they just need a little taste of reality with the adults.
Let's talk about drug addiction. Are you struggling with any substances out here?
Well, 2 years ago, I did Xannies, perks, Klonopins, medication. I'm supposed to prescribe, but I was really on the perks a lot, so I let it go, which is about 2.5 years old. So, being as though I died here in state of Pennsylvania, I got reconstructed veins. I have a lot of plastic surgery. I have a lot going on in my body. I was told by the number one science therapist in the world that I was supposed to rely on cane, which is hard. They don't got rock. It's not cocaine, heroin, and white powder coke. It is white, pure. It is Jada under the sea. So that's prescribed to me, and I'm supposed to go get it. But since I had memory lapse, I couldn't remember. I didn't have the feeling. You have to feel the vibe. You have to feel it's it's true, but you can't feel it. It's memory. It plays my mind, plays tricks on me. But I know exactly the conversation we had, and I know exactly what happened to me, and everything's coming back.
Yeah, continue.
Since I'm cane prescribed and standing alone by the side by veterans, I'm supposed to be prescribed cane as well, and I just haven't got it because I wasn't able to get there.
When I saw you not too long ago, you was asking for 50 cents to buy crack, right?
Yeah.
So that's the demon that you're battling out here?
If you call it a demon, but I just woke up on memory lapse, so memory loss, and no one told me I had memory loss, so I wasn't doing nothing. I was going to take my life regardless. But I stopped and I asked the Lord, how am I going to do this? I'm really going to take my life. I'm really going to take my life. Oh, my God. And they say when you're going to commit suicide, you commit suicide. There's no way out. But I sat down really quick, and that's how it went away.
All right, so you're using crack. Any other drugs that you use besides crack?
Marijuana is legit.
Okay, so how much money you spend on crack every day?
A lot.
So you just throw your money in the trash, huh?
I hope that's not the use for it, because I feel like I'm surviving because of it.
I mean, I don't see what good does crack do for you?
It's because if it was, I think a lot of people need to be experienced with the drugs and what type of drugs they have out here. If they don't know exactly what they have, they shouldn't call it. It's crack, not crack.
But you don't know what they put in it.
Yeah, that's one thing. So you don't know. Yeah, so you have to be. Yeah, you're right. It can be something else. You're right.
Right. Do you test the crack when you get it? Or you just smoke it?
Normally, if I don't feel the right, I don't buy it. Like you can say if you feel down, you feel down from the hard. It's not just definitely not legit. They shouldn't be going to sleep on hard. Only if you have a lack of sleep. But hard will help you get your sleep and everything and your appetite. They smoke it right.
What benefit do you get from smoking crack?
Staying up.
Keeps you up?
It's a lot of benefits for me, but I don't know. Maybe it's not the same for everybody.
What's the negative side effects of smoking crack?
Oh, it's bad. Sometimes when you can actually. It's really dangerous to not get if you don't get sleep. You can actually have a seizure, a really bad seizure.
Put the mic closer.
You can have a really bad seizure. Lack of sleep can make you days out, fall anywhere, it's really horrible.
Crack is a vicious drug because it keeps you chasing it 24 hours. You'll do some horrible things for crack. What have you done?
I haven't done nothing for crack. I'll go out there and hustle the money. I ask people for 50 cents, $1, whatever. I'll tell them honestly the truth, but sometimes I am hungry. Sometimes I just want it when you give somebody money, you shouldn't ask them what you give it for. What they gonna do with it, just give it to them. When you help it. I provide cane anyway. It's supposed to get it. I was told to come out here, even if it's whatever it is, just smoke it because it's gonna make me live, help me live. You know the difference, And I argued with my doctors, a scientist, psychiatrist, and I told him, you're not gonna fucking make me a crackhead. Because I was really upset in the beginning. I was a teenager. I said, you're not gonna make me a fucking crackhead, bro. You disrespecting me, bro. I don't do drugs, bro. I cursed him out left and right. And for 2 weeks, I think I harassed him. I spiritually harassed him. He couldn't take it anymore. He got up. He said, Miss Rura, let me fucking tell you something. This is not fucking crack you're smoking. It's not bad drugs. It's something you could do, and majority of women will have to do at a certain age anyway. It helps you with this and that. So he ran down the chart for me, and it made me feel a lot better yesterday. So I knew I wasn't going to be addicted. He said, once you're done, it'll tell you when you're done, and you can smoke it on and on because it's good for you.
What's your living status?
And I was told I would have to provide myself.
What you said?
I was told I would have to provide myself with it.
Put the mic.
No matter what. Yeah.
No, I'm asking, where do you... I understand. I'm trying the best to understand you. Are you going to be all right to finish the interview?
Yeah, it's just when I'm emotionally...
Put the mic closer.
When I have a lot of emotions, since I'm just waking up, memory loss. I mean, I say memorial. I think it's memorial, something like that. And when I feel emotional, my nerves keep real statical. So
do you know what year is it? What year we're in?
2006, I think, or 7, or 5. Was it 25? We passed 25, right?
It's,
No, 25 something. It's 24 last year, so.
it's all right. I'm just trying
I
to
was
get to
gonna say
understand.
2009.
So yeah, I was asking, where do you sleep? Do you have a place to lay your
Sometimes I
head?
sleep outside. I don't like it too much, you know what I'm saying? I really want to, there's a lot of things that happen. I say, before this happened, I think someone intentionally wants me to forget that I have my life. It's when you get hit by a car, you get hit by a truck. It's like someone wanted that, you know what I mean? Like, and I'm trying to figure out my life, and every time I'm trying to do it, somebody's always trying to come down on me. And it's like I think it's set up for me, you know what I'm saying? It's not like if I was in different places, people treat me totally different. I have different vibes. I'm popular everywhere else I go. I'm saying I'm VIP. I get into clubs. I get treated royalty. I'm good. I get treated. All my drinks pretty much get paid no matter what. So I know I got good. I'm good. But I think it's most likely closer to home. It's where where's the closest danger sometimes.
Do you prefer the daytime or the nighttime in Kensington?
Daytime is good because everybody's out there. You can see who's out there.
This train go by. What all have you lost due to your addiction? What all has it taken away from you?
But this is what I wanted to do. Prior to that, there was a situation what happened in my house, and I was got a little gig under the table for me and my kids to have a little extra money because we was running really low. And we had to pay all the bills. You know, that was just something I did temporarily. And once I came home, I kept on misplacing my keys like 2 or 3 times, and it just kept on happening frequently. So when I climbed over the fence, I poked my stomach with the you know them fences with the arrow goes up. And also, the second time I came through, there was a string that hit my forehead right here. So it wrapped around my head. You know what the string is called? I'm just saying, so put it out there, the string has wrapped around my body and it's trying to kill me. If anybody heard about that. And that's when everything started going down.
What's the worst thing you seen out here?
Rape, getting stabbed up, or getting shot at for just doing something for doing nothing. You know. Well, the worst thing somebody could do is smack me in the fucking face for no reason.
Anything bad has happened to you since you've been out here?
Yeah, but it's awkward. And like I said, I had the string that's the worstest thing. It wraps around your body and it can fly away with your body and I can kill you. So I would like to know how this is, if anybody has an experience with this. It happened to me before. I died here 4 times in Pennsylvania. My records are in Pittsburgh Hospital in the docks where they stitched my head up. I would like someone to really help me, support me, get my papers from the docks so y'all can see my medical records and see what kind of benefits here I got in Philadelphia. I shouldn't be walking around asking for nothing. I can actually pass out and die like that, but this is the only support I can give myself. Ain't no 302, none of that stuff, because I'm not crazy. I'm really educated, smart, and I taught myself a lot of things, how to read in the age of 4. The highest math I had at 2nd grade. I was rewarded for that. I did college math, and though none of the teachers and none of the students knew the math I did, I just love high math, and I just got around from memory loss 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, learning myself how to read and write all over again. So it's really hard.
When you don't have crack,
I can't.
how does your body feel when you don't have crack?
No sense. I feel like it's breaking down because I have so much reconstructive veins and all that stuff, and I've been through so much pain that it just helps me get through. And I don't want no downers. I don't want no pills. I don't want downers. I don't want depression. I'm down. I'm done. I don't want downers. If I really sleep, maybe I'll just take a melatonin. I don't care about that. The Kalaala pins are the only things that I will be actually touch, because Kalaala pins they have they're ongoing. They don't. The products you take 1 in 3 days, they're still working with your system in your system, so they're alright. You know what I'm saying? That's the only thing about Kalaala pins. And I like the originals. They shouldn't change them. That's what I would take it from time to time.
What was you like as a little kid?
I became a singer at the age of 2. Jacqueline is me, the little girl on the record. It's 1 platinum around the world. It's called She's a Little Baby in the record, and I became famous, but they didn't comply with the. I have money out there. I know. I have something, and I shouldn't have said that. You could just pause that. But I know that I'm Jacqueline, and they're trying to deny that to me. I'm trying to stop lying to me. I know who I am. I know I'm the little girl that made the song once. And I was 2 years old. I came home, my mom, and it was like, Jacqueline, ven aquí. And maybe no pera eso. She put me down, and she said, she closed the door, and she said, she opened the door. Jacqueline, baila por lo otro. They say, dance for us. A couple of Dominicans in front of the house. And well, as soon as I got in the door, they was like, you know how Jennifer Lopez comes out from her concert or whatever? You know how they yell for her? You know she's famous. I heard that. And they told me to dance for them, and I danced for them. So cute. It was very, I felt like the whole world was screaming my name. The whole world.
What are some of your favorite music or favorite songs you like?
I like the oldies. I like everything. I like disco. I like oldies. I like club. I like rock. I just love it. I like all types of music.
What are some things you like about yourself?
I'm an artist. I can sing really nice, really good.
Sing something for us.
Not today because medically someone did something to my neck and I wanted to see, so they knocked. And I can sing. They knocked so I'll figure it out. Just like to be more equipped. I have a really voice. I'm nervous, and if I get messed up, I'm not gonna take it well.
What are some of your favorite foods?
Pasta, Italian food. I love Italian food.
You know how to cook?
Yes, very good.
Oh yeah.
Yes, I love a lot of cilantro. Love all that stuff. I like a lot of seasons. Well, natural seasons. I use that in my food. I cook really good. I just don't like to complain. I don't like to brag about it. I just like to do it.
So when you get money, what do you do with all your money?
I used to save a lot of money for me and my kids. We had a lot of money saved for them for when they graduated. They could have had a stack. My daughter was going to get 2 stacks. My son was going to get 4 because I had to save money for him. He was going to get a car and everything. And they put white powder all over my shit, and I had to spend the money because I was going to get killed. I'm going to chase for it after it.
Do your family come out here to help you? Or when the last time you spoke with your kids?
Well, since I just came out of married law for 21 years, it's been 23 years. No one has ever told my kids the truth, more less. And no one's ever told my kids the truth about me. So they lied to me and they lied to them. And now that I wake up and tell them I have memory loss, and they don't believe me. I say, sweetheart, what would I make up something like that? You think I would make up something when I had told you already, if I would have known? Because she said, why you didn't tell me before? How could I? Exactly. But I told her already.
If someone offered you the opportunity to go to rehab today, will you go?
No.
Why not?
Not until I see my doctor.
I ain't hear you.
Not until I see my doctor. If my doctor considers that, I would. But I doubt I need rehab. I doubt just need the cane and the proper cane they gotta give you for medically, and I'll be alright. I left the bad habits. I left the Percocets. They're dangerous. Sounds are more dangerous.
But you can die from smoking crack.
Yeah, because you can rise to your head. It's really the veins right here. But since I got reconstructed veins, I have to be careful. You know what I'm saying?
If you could live anywhere in the world, where would you go?
Jamaica.
Why?
Because I would be all over.
Put your mic closer.
Tropical. I love tropical.
Put your mic closer.
I love tropical. I love the sun. I adore the sun. Palm trees and just everything about it. I can't say nothing.
What do you think about all day? What's on your mind all day?
How to make a difference in this world. People just analyzing people. So really don't say analyzing people, how they look nice, designs here, and different. Philly's dry. It's dry. It's getting better. It's getting dry. It has a lot of potential, but a lot of this lacks. People that lack in the abilities to succeed. They're successful in what they do, and they don't succeed, or they push on it. One day they feel it, the next day they just don't want to do it. It's not the way it should be at all. You should always proceed to do what you want to do. If someone stops it, it's the only way it happens. Something stops it.
If you could make a phone call right now, who will you call?
That's me, my daughter, my grandson.
What do you imagine your life to be like when you was a kid? What do you want to be when you grow up?
It was meant to be a lot better. If I would tell you the things I went through as a child, it's too much. It's too much for the public right now. It's too much for me to even think about.
So if you had power over this world, what would you do? What would you do with your power?
I would actually donate or how you say Yeah, I donate to certain charities in certain places. I will actually put money to help these young youth, help the older youth, help the young youth, and the young youth help the older youth. It would just be a program help youth, young and older youth.
What do you think it's going to take to get you healthy again?
Love, the love of my kids, for them to know that I'm not telling them bullshit ass lie.
Okay, we're about to wrap things up. If your friends or your family see this video, what message would you like to send to them?
I said, well, take this into consideration. I wouldn't make up a lie. I don't lie. I sit here lie. I don't appreciate this. What's going on in my life? I came up very nice. I had a house, nice house, car, beautiful house. And ready to go in, and they didn't want to leave. Didn't matter. They still felt so comfortable. My kids were going to school. They're educated. My daughter, Desire, has every award. Assembly. She has a $30,000 award. My son was doing highest Keystone test, and Selena was doing really good in school. So my kids were there. They were there. They were always in the house, dressed right, and going out doing the right thing. And their manner. They had well manners. I'm not out here doing hardcore drugs. I'm not prostituting. I'm not trying to do the craziest things. I'm just walking around venting. When you wake up and no one tells you you have memory loss, this is something it's deadly. It's deadly. If you don't believe me now, well, you'll see my records and you'll see my badge. That's all I can say. Just my kids, they stay strong, and tell them, don't be lying to my kids and tell them make lies. I told my son Elijah, the first one I told him I was gonna smoke cane was Elijah, and I told him for a reason I don't want nobody coming between us, and I don't want nobody telling you a lie that ain't true. So I'm gonna you're gonna be the first person I tell that I'm doing this because of such and such. You already know, and I put him on right visa, and he is not mad at me.
All right.
Nobody can say anything to him.
All the stuff you have been through in your life, what lessons have you learned from it?
How to become stronger. Not lesson. Most likely how to cope with certain situations. Like, people just say things randomly. Before somebody get smart with you, I'll beat them up. I would definitely beat them up. But I don't pay attention to it. My life I'm choosing my life first. Like, I can have a soft spot here, they can kill me, you know what I'm saying? Someone gets in and I can be beaten in the face, someone gets in the head, I can't deal with it no more. I have very bad notes, like a state attack. Gonna have one attack. How is that the most vicious attack in the world that no one's ever had? The deadliest attack. I'm going to have that, and I'm scared, so I need to be careful, like walking around getting what I want without asking and begging.
Okay. What are you afraid of? What are your fears in life?
My kids don't. Someone comes in, and while this is happening to me, someone comes into my kid's life and put danger into them, because if there's something happens to them, I'm not gonna live without them. And there's a whole bunch of lies that his shit says because they're envying me. You know what I'm saying? Yes, I'm a very beautiful woman. Yes, I am. And yes, I have a lot of potential. I help my mom, help a lot of people succeed in there. And now they act like they're being tough. They forget. You know what I'm saying? I don't worry about that because I did it from the beginning. It doesn't matter to me. They should actually be glad to me. I see my mom's life 3 times. I see my sister's life 4 times. She was died. She was like 3 minutes from dying, 4 minutes from dying. And they said, you better thank you for saving your life. He was going to die. I saved my sister Ruth Ali's life. I saved my brother's life a couple times. They don't even see that, yo. They don't see that. You know what I'm saying? I don't think they recall the minute.
Okay.
They need to.
We're to the end now. If people want to help you, what help do you need?
Support. Listen, don't bear with me. The only thing you could do is talk to me and actually get some info. The info that you may need. You like, oh, she's this, that. How do you know you're not talking to me? How do you know who I am? You don't even know when I'm emotionally struggling. How would you know if that didn't happen to me if you're not over there helping me get the docs? How would you know it? How can I forget such a tragedy? Maybe someone's trying to hide something. I'm pretty sure a lot of people know I got hit.
All right, dear. Well, Breeze is crazy over here, but this is the last question that I have for you. There is a lot of people in this world who judge people who struggle with drug addiction. What's your message for the world?
I was on PCP for 2 years, and I also had a alcohol addiction, and just try not to wing. If you drink, I know this stress, loneliness makes you drink. Especially when you're losing something, you lean on it. I'm not trying not to get too addicted to the alcohol. If you do wings off, try to drink the beer, drink something else. You don't want that. It's really bad. I almost got there and I let go, and it was dangerous. It's scary. And also, weed all the time. It's disgusting. Can't tell nobody what to do.
Thank you so much for sharing your story with us.
Mm-hmm.
And I hope your situation changed for the better. and hope someone see this video and reach out to me to help you. All right, is this the Kensington is where you be at all day?
Most likely I'll be around here, but I used to hang out. I was running down 5th in Canberra, so it's this way over here. My mom's, I like this area around here. It's more of my people's out here in Kensington and I know a lot of people from young. You know, I was hanging out with the guys, some of the guys, some of the main guys from Tullis, and those people were my friends, and a lot of them are not here. And they're the ones that helped me out before when something happened to me. And even though they don't mess with nobody, they allow Jacqueline to talk to.
So that's your name, Jacqueline, right?
Yes.
All right, Jacqueline. I'll see you later. And don't be bitter, be better. And we out there. Peace out.
Quiet's driving me insane. Silence right